Hi. Um, this is going to be a very heavy topic for me. I haven't spoken about politics. I have never given my opinions and how I feel about political games that happen in this country or in the world. I might have shared some reels and stories, but never said my truth, what I believe. But today, I'm bound to, you can say, in a way, because it's making me feel guilty that I haven't spoken my truth when I should have. And so here it is. I'm not ready for this. I'm too scared how people will react to this, because this is very sentimental. It's about temples and mosques and religions. It's actually a lot to do with people's emotions. I personally am not very emotional towards temples, being a Hindu and a Brahmin myself. But I understand that majority of the people in my country is extremely sentimental and emotional towards this. So this video is not going to be anything, against creation, but rather it's going to be a message to those, especially the youngsters, our next generation, the ones who are going to sow the seed for future. That we must not continue doing what our fathers or grandfathers have done. We must not stop, we must stop the mistakes. So, something happened today morning. I follow this amazing young influencer. He's got crazy reels on his Instagram page, and morning I saw his reel. It was on Ram Mandir and his support towards building the mandir. And in the end, he says that Hamara Mandir. Hamara is our mandir, like all of ours mandir. So the moment I saw the reel, I was extremely angry. Like, I was enraged, first of all. And then I was very hurt. Like, I was super hurt that I started crying. Because I did not expect that somebody like him will make such a political video. Because religion is politics in our world. It is no different. So a young influencer who's followed by so many millions of other youngsters, who actually talks about social evils and all the societal ills that that's happening, and he makes such amazing moral content on it. And when I saw it, that he's made something for the building of the mandir, I was really crushed. Like, I really did not accept it. But then, as I calmed myself down, I realized that I was actually more ashamed of myself, which is why I was so angry and hurt. I realized that my generation comes between their generation and the one behind me, my mother's or the father's generation. So I haven't spoken my truth. I have never put out my opinion, my thought, how I feel about the current reality, the political and economic situation of this world. Now, these videos that these youngsters are making, I am not agreeing to it, because they are absolutely against the ethos, the integrity that I follow, the truth that I believe in, which is very different from what my parents used to believe in, and the parents or the generations before it. So I was ashamed that because I did not speak my truth, because I was either scared or ashamed to speak my truth, the generation next wasn't guided. Just how I wasn't guided, because my father's generation didn't know how to guide me, or their father's generation did not know how to guide him. So that kind of happened again, and I was so guilty. I was so ashamed. Probably that is the reason more that I'm making this video now. to speak about this issue. I am not in a position, I'm nobody here to that I'll say and things will stop happening. The mandir is already, going to be inaugurated very soon. But what I wanted to tell here, so I've just written down something which I would like to read it. A temple, a mosque, a church, a synagogue is only bricks and cement. Earth, land, can never belong to men, and it'll never be. On a piece of land where so much blood has been shed, so many women have been raped, whichever religion or caste or, class be it, a building will never be as sacred as the sentiments of the people want it to be. I understand that there is a lot of sentiment and emotions because for thousands and thousands of years, the human consciousness has gone through this system called religion. And most of us do not realize that the system has been created to control the masses and which is still being controlled by those who are in power, the people who are doing the politics, the businessmen who are in the top layer. So they have before, they still are playing with the emotions, playing with the sentiments of the masses, of the simple people who actually want peace. And so, when influencers who has millions of followers, especially those who are youngsters, who are the next generation, the future of this world, are creating content in favor of a particular issue, which is so much politically involved, which is so much, which is actually a game by the top people, and which is actually, they don't really care about the sacredness of the land. They don't actually care about what Ram would want, whether he really wants a temple there or not. It's a game. And those who are playing it, they're playing it for the fun of it. They don't care if there is bloodshed. They don't care if women are raped. They don't care if we humans, normal people, are tortured. And what some ruler did 500, 600,000 years back, what somebody did even in the 90s, does not matter because it's all in the past. If this generation, our generation, the next generation who are now such amazing, passionate people, if we are still creating content which in some way is still supporting the division, because we make anything which is religious based or political based, we are actually supporting that particular issue. So we are making sure that the division still exists. We are still looking at humanity from a very divided perspective, when there is actually no difference. We all suffer together. Majority of the youngsters today have mental illness. They are going through depression. And that is not dependent on what religion you belong to, what caste you belong to, what class you belong to. So I feel that it's my humble request to these really beautiful, amazing influencers. Please think 100 times before you make content which will keep the divided, which will make sure that those who play with these divisions keep playing. Because they do. That's what they are doing. They're playing with our emotions, with our sentiments. And, there was something else that I wanted to say. And yes, I think I apologize. It's an apology, deep apology from my side, that knowing what is right, I have not had the gut or courage to speak the truth. So it's my mistake completely that I repeated the same mistake that my parents' generation did, or their parents' generation did, that I was not able to guide you guys. which is my responsibility, and I have not been good at it at all. But here I am. Please don't take my please don't take what I'm trying to say in a way that you feel that I want to hurt your feelings. It's not that. All I want for us to be one, all I want for our generation to bridge the gap between these serious divisions that has been made in the past few centuries. All I want for us to see the oneness in all the divisions that exists. It might this has become a very long video, but I hope I have made my point. I didn't want to say point because it's not a point. I hope I have made what I wanted to. I hope I have been able to tell what I really feel in my heart.